Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. You guys know I'm a flea market fiend, and every once in a while you get what you pay for. I bought this right angle drill at the flea market, and unfortunately the chuck is no good. I got an unbelievable deal. I think it was like only $15. But once again, sometimes you get what you pay for. So I want to change the chuck out on it. So the first thing I need is a donor. So this particular drill, actually a nice hammer drill, but unfortunately it took a swim, fell into some nastiness, came out, somebody powered it up, and it did a smoke show. And I mean really smoked, burned up. So this is dead, and I want to take the chuck off of it and put it on the other guy. So if you look at these things closely, and I think you guys could see in there, see that bolt in there? Sometimes they get chewed up. People put drills in and put the drill in all the way such that it's leaning on that bolt. Then they allow the drill to slip. It chews up the bolt and you can't get it out. Anyway, so let's give this a shot. Sometimes they come out and sometimes they don't. So as you look in there, you could see it's somewhat of a Phillips head. So I took this out of my assortment. See what it actually grabs it pretty good. So let's try to get it out of here. Now I've had the most success using a hammer drill, and you really want to lean and do it right. The other thing is to get that Phillips head out, or semi-Phillips head, you have to turn it in the direction as if you're tightening it. So let's hope. Oh, good. This one came out easy. So that's a good thing. So the next thing, to get the chuck off, this one could be tough because we can't use drill power to do it. So let's go with the, now you would take it off in the normal direction, so you spin it counterclockwise. Oh, there you go. I love it. So Harvey does have a little luck left. Now for the one that actually counts. Remember, you want to be tightening it to get the center one out. And this one don't feel so good. This one feels chewed up. So you want to be tightening it for getting the center out. Well, that's not good. I'm trying a regular screwdriver. It's been chewed up a bit. Okay, looks like it broke loose. That's a good thing. Now for the chuck part. So with some luck, I just put the drill in reverse, grab a hold of that, and get your hand torn off. So this one ain't coming loose. There is another technique for this, and it's really, really ugly. I really hate to do this, but I'm going to put a grinder to it. I'm going to cut the end off, get all the guts out of this thing, and kind of weaken it and hopefully split it loose and get the chuck off that way. This is a dead chuck, so it doesn't matter, but if it's one you actually want to keep alive, you know, you got to think, well, it's not coming off this drill. Could I resuscitate this drill somehow, perhaps put a new motor in it or whatever. But once again, this is a dead chuck, so I don't mind killing it. Sometimes things come apart pretty easy, and sometimes they just don't. Right? You gotta go after them with a little. So I've hit it with a bunch of tricks, and it won't come off. Basically, the gearing on this thing is such that it's not strong enough to spin it off. So we're just going to have to work on it gently with the grinder until we kind of expose some of the threads, and then the grip should become weak enough where it comes off. Wow, this is one fighter here. You could see, I think you guys could see how it kind of ground down, and I exposed the threads. Now what I'm going to do is, where I put that little cut there, I'm going to kind of pry that a little bit, and hopefully, finally, it'll come loose. I mean, I keep, trying and everything else, and it's just on there for everything. They must have put some glue or something on it. The description I would use is this just came off crazy ugly, right? This was actually on there like that. You guys could see how much I ground it down, and I put a little notch there, so I was able to kind of pry it apart. And once I started to pry on it, it just snapped. So there's that. And once again, this is in pretty decent shape, right? I think if you look at it, you can see I barely nicked it there a little bit. So the new chuck should just thread right on, and there's pieces of this all over the place. I mean, this is just metal everywhere. Now it's time to put it back together again. You guys could see I put the bolt right in there, the Phillips head, right? Sometimes things don't work out. Well, I gotta go look for another donor chuck, right? This one's too loose. Things happen. Let me go find another one. Who says it doesn't pay to be a crazy hoarder? Anyway, I buy these whenever I see them, $5 or whatever. So I managed to get the bolt out. Spins right off. That's still in there. So let me make sure I'm showing it to you. Remember, this tightens regularly, right? Clockwise tightens it. So it's tight. And now to tighten the Phillips head in there, you spin it like you would be loosening it. Right, I'm trying to do this, make sure it stays on camera all at the same time. And you don't have to go crazy tight with this, right? Because when you go to use the drill to drill a hole, right, it'll tighten up against it. So I think this is all fixed at this point, right? Yeah, what ruined it before is I dropped it, and one of these kind of got pushed in. Then I tapped them all so that they were equal. But whenever you would put a drill in there, as the drill was drilling the hole, it would kind of do this kind of stuff. And for small bits, it would break them. So anyway, now it's fixed right. And hopefully I get a whole bunch of more miles out of this. So anyway, I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. If you do go to do a chuck swap, luckily I was able to have a Ryobi donate to a Ryobi, but you also saw that within Ryobi you kind of have the heavy duty version, and this is a little lighter. So Once again, hope it helped. I want to thank you all for dropping by to watch and comment and subscribe. Please remember, feet down, heads up, and get out and enjoy each and every day. Bye now.